What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fatty's Over 40. It's your boy Blanco alongside Jonesy. What's up, man?
Hi. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Guess I'm not beside you right
I know.
now. We're technically in two different
High five.
places.
High five.
Eh, 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 I
Wrong
can't.
way. Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
there.
what are we doing?
I don't know
I don't
what
know
to
what to
do
do
with
with
my
my
hands.
hands.
I don't know what to do with
No
my hands.
idea.
I gotta sit on them.
Oh, man. That's pretty much it.
I put deodorant on first. It's fine. I got it. I smell good.
You'll know real quick if you didn't.
Bingo. Bingo, bango.
Ah, so what's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. We're obviously not in the studio today, which is fine. It's kind of shitty weather outside today, but we are here to talk about the NFL playoffs. Because everything's set in stone finally after this past weekend's games, and we got some shit to talk about.
Don't mind me. I'm just going to drown my sorrows over here.
That's okay.
Don't worry about
That's
it.
okay. I'm not mad at you. I Tough Tony, I love you. You're such a butthead. He's over here making monkey faces at me and shit in the doorway because I didn't shut the door. Uh, I get it. I'm not gonna be real thrilled in the first round of the playoffs as well. I think my boys are gonna go out fairly quick. And it hurts me to say that. It hurts me a lot, but that's okay. It is what it is.
Gonna be it'll be different this year. I mean, all the we'll call them the big boys are not there. I mean, there's no Lamar Jackson for the
He
first time
gone.
in a while.
He gone.
Burrow hasn't been in a minute because he's always fucking hurt.
He had his one chance
Mahomes
and ruined it.
is not there for the first time ever in his career. Weird.
Yeah. Nine
It
years.
just feels weird, man. Feels weird.
Brian, it does not feel good and it does not feel right.
No,
Which brings up the whole kit and caboodle thing. If Josh Allen cannot walk his sorry ass through the AFC playoffs, nobody
Whew.
can ever say again that he is on the elite level of Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, we need to start talking about how he may not be that good at all if he can't win the Super Bowl. I mean, look at the quarterbacks he has to go up against.
I will say this. I'm not saying that he's got to win the Super Bowl, but
I
he's got
am.
to get there. I'm
Oh no,
saying
he's
he's
got to
got to
win
get
it.
there. He's got to
If you
get
don't
there.
win the Super Bowl now, you never will. This
Well,
is the easiest path to the Super Bowl for you.
well,
If you
that's
don't
true.
win it,
That's true.
you will never win it.
But if you flip to the NFC side, there are some really tough teams over there that are hands down better than Buffalo. Hands down. Buffalo's defense, not that good. We've seen it on many occasions. There's a Seattle team out there that is shocking the world. Like,
I don't know. Sam Darnold also not that good. You can't beat Sam
no,
Darnold in a Super Bowl. You're not that good, bro. You're just
I
not.
I agree with you.
You're not.
There's in real I mean, in the NFC, looking at the NFC, there's one proven quarterback in that NFC. Because
It's the
I'll
one that's the defending champion.
no, I'm not even gonna say him. I'm talking about Matthew Stafford, my boy with
Oh,
the
the
Rams.
MVP.
Yes,
He should be MVP.
should
Let's
be
be
MVP.
honest. Should
Should
be
be.
MVP this year.
Don't know if that's gonna work out, but
But he should.
he should.
I
Because
mean, that's the first game on Saturday. You want to pick that one up and start with that one?
yeah, let's roll with that one. The Rams are currently a 10.5 point favor over the Panthers, who the biggest backdoor into the champion or into the playoffs I've ever seen.
It's crazy. I mean, that
8-9.
NFC South has just been a trash can of a division for the past 3 years, and it ain't getting any better.
No, and the sad part is Tampa Bay started out 5-0, 6-0, and then literally lost their last what wait, they went 2-7 in their last 9 games.
It wasn't great. Let's be honest. There were a lot of injuries. I mean,
Oh
Mike
yeah.
Evans was hurt most of the year. Godwin was hurt most of the year. Those are the big two. You don't have those. Baker still did a great job with what he had around him. I'm not going to put this on his shoulders. I really think they should have won the division still,
Yeah.
considering how soft it was.
Yeah.
Some of those losses down the stretch were unforgivable. But it is what it is.
I
Here we
will
are
say
with
that
the Panthers.
I will say I think Baker takes about 60% of it. Not all of it, but I think he does take 60% of it because he did get that gunslinger mentality in the last 3 or 4 games where he was pressing a lot, caused a lot of
Hmm.
turnovers, but his defense didn't help him out either. Defense did
God,
not
no.
help him one bit.
They were about a sieve. And,
Yeah.
they didn't deserve it.
No.
If you can't win 10 games in that division, you shouldn't go to the playoffs.
No, well, I mean, the Panthers who literally backdoored
They
their
snuck
way
in
in,
at 8 and 9.
and what's crazy, they lost 3 of their last 4 games and still won the fucking division. They still won the division. It makes absolutely no sense. There was only one time this entire year that they won more than one game in a row, and that was beating the Dolphins, the Cowboys, and the Jets. All three non-playoff teams.
Yeah, not a great
So,
stretch at all.
and then they, like I said, they lose. They did beat the Rams, which is a little crazy. That game was a shit show. I did watch that game. But then they lost to the Aints. They beat the Bucks. Then they lost to the Seahawks and they lost to the Buccaneers. But yet they still win that division. That is
Yep.
absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
Hell, they lost to a Mac Jones led 49er team a few weeks back. I mean,
Hey,
it's not,
that Mac Jones led team, it's not that bad. Mac Jones played pretty solid in it, but
we'll
we'll
get to
get
the
to the
49ers in a minute.
49ers in a minute because I have a lot of
They'll
gripes
have
about
their
those.
time.
They will have their time. They absolutely will have their time.
um,
Cause yeah,
I'm looking at the injury report for the Panthers. I mean, they've just got the people that have been on injury reserve for a while, so nothing big popping out there.
yeah,
Uh, Same thing for the Rams. Most of the people that have already been out, nothing crazy here. So you're going to see the teams you've seen all year for the most part.
yep.
The thing that bothers me is the spread on this game. You touched on it. It's 10 and a
S-
half.
I disagree with that spread a lot. And the only reason why I disagree with it is if you look back at that game that they played against each other in whatever week that was, they were at Carolina and lost by 3.
Yeah, and I feel like Adams didn't play in that game,
Let me
if I
go pull
remember
it up real
right.
quick. Well, I got the box score up. Hang on. I'll tell you. Receiving wise, he did not play in that game. So that very well could be the difference maker. Oh no, I'm sorry. He did play in that game. He had 4 receptions, 58 yards with 2
Oh, he
touchdowns.
did.
Yep.
He had a touchdown there in the okay.
Yep.
He had to score the first touchdown of the game, actually. Stafford, Devontae Adams. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they had Kyron Williams though, because there was a touchdown scored by Blake Corum.
He had 13 carries for 72 yards, so they had him at one point in time. He may have gotten hurt towards the end of the game, which is
Yeah, because
entirely
13 for
possible.
72 is not a lot against that Panthers team.
No,
Interesting.
no, not at
Oh,
all.
interesting. Yeah, so I don't put a lot of stock into what happens in the regular season is not going to be the same as the playoffs. But
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
here lately, the Rams have not been blowing people out at
Nope.
all.
But I also
I,
I also feel like watching them that they almost took the Andy Reid approach where they were playing very vanilla offense and defense and were not trying to give up too much. I think they were fighting to get that number one or be around that number one seed because if they would have beat Seattle, they would have got it, but they didn't, so they didn't get that number one seed. So I don't know. It's hard to say.
it could go, honestly, I see the Rams winning probably between 7 and 10 points, somewhere around in there.
I was thinking a touchdown. Six to that's
But of all the games this weekend, this one would be the least surprising if it was the wild card round blowout that we normally get.
yeah.
Just because I could see Bryce Young. This is the first time in the playoffs. Something could start to snowball on him. He
Yep.
can turtle up, and that could be the end
Yep.
of it.
Well, we've seen it
So,
before. We've seen him do it in college. We've seen him do it in regular season games. When he falls behind, He starts making more mistakes because he's under pressure, and it just rolls from there. So,
He'll press.
yeah,
You can get him to press,
bad,
and when he does
bad.
that, great.
Yeah. So, I don't,
Oh,
I think I would not bet that spread. I would take the Panthers to cover it, but I would pick the Rams to win that game just outright.
funny you say that. That is exactly what I'm doing. I will
There you
give the
go.
picks as we go along, and I am taking the Panthers to cover, but the Rams to win.
Okay.
Main reason for that, the Rams offense is just so
It's a
good.
juggernaut.
He's thrown for over 4,700 yards this year. He's got 46 touchdowns. Dude,
Only
that's
46.
insane.
I think the last person that
Oh,
had
only
I would say I think the last person that had even close to that was Mahomes back in 18
was
or
his
19, whatever it is. Yeah, it was his
5,050 touchdowns.
yep, yep,
Insane. I mean,
yep.
those are
Oh,
insane numbers.
those are ridiculous numbers. Like those are I mean, don't get me wrong. Stafford's always been that guy, but I think this is the first year that he's thrown for over 40 touches, even when he had Megatron in Detroit.
Well, he's got other weapons too. I mean,
Oh
having
yeah.
Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams, and then we mentioned the aforementioned Kyron Williams, who has been playing
Yeah.
out of his mind as well. The
Well,
offense is formidable to say the least.
I mean, and you go down looking at the because I just pulled up his receiving core's numbers. Puka Nakua has 129 receptions. Devontae Adams only has 60. Imagine if you give him more, and he didn't need more.
See,
Colby Park.
Devontae has been the red zone target,
Yep.
and then Puka Nakua has been the every down guy. Like
Yep.
he's getting fed a lot,
Well, and
which
Nakua still has 10 touchdowns. Devontae Adams has 14. But I think a person that's being left out of a lot of this, especially red zone wise, is Colby Parkinson. That dude has 8 touchdowns in the zone as it is. I mean, that's where most of his stuff's coming from. He's got 43 receptions on 56 targets. That's pretty good numbers. Granted, he only has 408 yards, but that's your safety valve guy. That's your safety valve guy.
and again, I mean, it's basically because of how good
Mhm.
a well-oiled machine this offense is.
Absolutely.
Some I didn't bring up. I actually looked this up. Last time the Rams played Carolina, they averaged 7.4 yards a play. So they had
But
no problems moving
and
the
they
ball up and
but they
down.
but they still lost by 3, which is a shit thing. But it is what it
Again,
is.
like you said, the vanilla-ness, it's like,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Yep.
we're gonna
Absolutely.
clearly we're moving the
Yep.
ball,
Yep.
probably not executing the fullest at the beyond the 20, we'll say.
Right.
Once you get in the red zone, they had a little issue, but I'm
Yeah.
not worried about it. I see the Rams winning easily. I just don't necessarily think it's going to be a blowout like Vegas thinks.
No, I wholeheartedly agree with you actually.
And actually, the the whales agree with us. Money
I figured.
wise, 57% of the bets are on the Panthers to cover the spread, but 68% of the money is. So, I mean, that's a huge discrepancy. There's some
Yeah.
big money on them to cover,
Oh
which
yeah.
I'm in agreement. I
I get
really
it.
think it's
Yeah,
going to happen.
absolutely.
So,
I mean, that makes sense to me. Real quick, if you did you notice what I got up? If you look at the background, did you notice they're up?
I see him.
I would turn
I
it the
got
other
him.
way, but well, here. There's also more shit over there too.
Oh, okay.
You got a Ninja Turtle above your head now.
Nice.
You got Leonardo up there
Nice.
protecting us.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Sorry, that was not about football, but just, shiny object like we do.
We do what we want. I
Whatever.
don't care.
Yeah. All right, let's stay in the NFC and let's
You want
talk
to go
about
Packers
this.
Bears next?
Well, I was gonna go to Eagles Niners.
Okay.
Because I don't really have a whole lot for the Packers Bears game. I think with Jordan Love coming back from an injury, that dude's so unproven to me, it's not even funny, but I'll get to that in a minute.
No worries.
Eagles Niners, I don't like that spread. I think that spread should actually be at 3 in Philly's favor. We all know that the system offense that the 49ers have, is gonna they're gonna do what they do. The Eagles defense is good, but they're not as good as they were last year or in years past. So I don't I see that being a tighter game than 5.5.
It's actually moved too. It was 4.5, and it's moved to 5.5,
Yeah.
which means they were hitting way too much money on Philly, and they were trying to swing it the other way.
Yep.
It's Here's the thing about. I think the Niners have done a great job this year with who they've had available. They've been
Yeah.
decimated by injuries. There's
Oh yeah.
no pussyfooting around. They got a lot of injuries, especially on the defensive side of the ball. It's not great.
Yeah.
Saleh has done an amazing job with what he has,
Yep.
but I was listening to something. It might have been first things first. None of the starting linebackers they had to start the year
Yeah.
are available to
Yes.
play now.
Yes.
I'm like,
They
wait a
are
minute,
all
your
hurt.
whole linebacking core is gone? That's insane.
So
That's
well,
insane as far as the defense
well
goes,
and
especially for his defense.
pulling up your injury report, Fred Warner, injured reserve, gone. Ankle, toast. Bye. See you later. Trent Williams, questionable. Limited in practice. I don't put a whole lot of stock in that because Trent Williams is a beast. He's going to play if they need him.
He
George
can play
Kittle.
week 18, but I think it's because he was waiting for this.
Yep. George Kittle, limited practice participation. That dude's dealing with, I think, a hip or a quad injury.
He's going to play.
Oh, I know he's going to play. It's just how much is he going to play? And Ricky Pearsall, who has been a pretty solid dude this whole year, he's got a knee and ankle injury. So we'll see where that goes.
I,
But
I don't know if he's going to play. He's the one that I'm not confident will actually get in
yeah,
the lineup.
I don't think he sees the field much. If they do, it'll be sparingly. But yes, so Bethune, one of your linebackers, injured reserve. Luke Gifford was questionable on the 5th, so who knows if he's actually coming back. Nick Martin was original starter, injured reserve. Um,
It's funny because Bethune was the replacement for Fred Warner. He
uh-huh,
was the backup, and so you lost your one and two at the mic.
uh-huh.
Now you're three.
Now you're done.
Eee, Not great. Not great.
Well, let's here.
However, Philly hasn't been lighting the world on fire. I don't know if you saw the recent press conference from Jalen either. I was watching that earlier today,
No, I did not.
and they asked him about kind of is he maybe going to turn it up and kind of throw caution to the wind, be in the playoffs and maybe run more because he hasn't run all year long. And his response really kind of pointed the finger at his offensive coordinator, saying, that's just the way that we're running plays this year per the OC, and that's the position I find myself in. Not great, not great at all.
See, that's that's a problem. That's a problem. But at the same time, that's on Hurts, man. That dude when he was at Alabama always had something to cry about. Then he went to Oklahoma, still had something to cry about. Goes to the NFL, still has something to cry about. Cried about him getting beat by the Chiefs because of a phantom hold that was a legit hold. I don't care what anybody says. And then even when they destroyed Kansas City last year, he still cried. He still cried.
Yeah,
That dude is a giant crybaby. I really, really, really want to pick San Francisco in this game, but I
I
don't know that
can't.
I would say I don't know that they're gonna have enough to overcome that whole team. Because
I don't
I
see
think
it.
I think this is actually going to be a fairly low scoring game. This very well could be a 13-10, 16-13 type game, maybe
I think 16-13
21-17,
is where it's at. I think 16-13 is
21-17.
right on it. Like that's a sweet spot for this. It's going to be some field
Yeah.
goals. Maybe get one team gets a touchdown, but it's not. It's going to be a kicker's duel.
I see one touchdown out of each team and three field goals out of one and two out of another.
I
And
can
it,
see
and it
it, and I
honestly
wouldn't be surprised.
and it honestly could come down to a pretty much a last minute drive field goal type situation. Because while the 49ers have been decimated with injuries, they've still pulled through. And like we all know, Shanahan and his offense They're gonna get numbers. They may not get you scores, but they're gonna get you possessions. Brock Purdy's gonna do what Brock Purdy does within that system because that's just how it works. But I will say this. This is their year to go back to the Super Bowl.
I don't see that happening.
Based
I know it's
upon
been the pattern.
numbers,
I know it's been the pattern.
based upon pattern, it's their year to go back to the Super Bowl. But I still can't pick them. I just can't do
I
it.
can't. I can't even pick them in this game. I would like
No,
to. I honestly, I
no,
went
yeah,
back and forth on this. I was considering taking the 49ers just because I'm kind of a fan of the 49ers. It helps when your team beats them in the Super Bowl every time you play them. Like it helps you not hate the team. But
valid point.
on this
Valid
one,
point.
I'm the same spot I was on the last game. It's a 5.5 point spread. I think the 49ers are going to cover. I think the Eagles are going to win.
Yep,
No big surprise
yep. I would agree with you.
there.
All right, let's move along to the probably going to be the worst game on this side of the bracket is Bears versus Packers. Green Bay's favored by 1.5. It is Atlanta. It's not at Lambeau, which I don't know why they have them on the bottom, but whatever. Uh,
Right, it's weird. I saw that too in a
it's
couple spots, and I'm
flipped.
like, the
It's all like
game's
that.
in
It's flipped, but
Chicago. What the?
their
Anyway,
brackets are stupid. But I think actually the Bears may blow them out in this game. This might be, I hate to say this so much. It hurts my soul right here. It hurts right here. Caleb Williams may have a huge day, and it won't surprise me one bit.
wow.
The only thing that may change the outcome of this game, but I don't know where that dude's head at is I can't remember what his first name is it Trayvon Diggs, the one that got released by the Cowboys and Green Bay acquired him? Is it Tavon Diggs? What is that dude's
Yes,
name?
I can't remember his first name. I'd screw it up if I told you.
I want to say it's Diggs, but I can't remember what his first name is off the top. I'm gonna look it up real quick, but I can't
I
remember
think it
what the
is
fuck his
Diggs.
first name is. He might
It's
be a deciding factor for this game. Maybe. It's Trayvon Diggs. That's what it is. He comes off as it shows him as the second corner. Um, I'm sure he'll be in there in nickel a lot because there's no reason not to have him in there as the nickel corner. Uh, but I don't think Green Bay's offense can do anything. Like Jordan Love's been in and out the last 4 or 5 weeks. I would have been actually more confident if Malik Willis hadn't got hurt because that dude balled out in the game against the Bears. They did lose in overtime because Green Bay's defense could not do anything with that Bears offense in the second half. But Malik Willis kept them in that game until he got hurt.
I remember that game. I do remember that game, and that was a good game. Yeah, the thing I'm with you. I've got a sordid relationship with Jay Love. He has that dude is a bigger roller coaster than Josh Allen. It's up, down,
Oh
up,
yeah.
down. One day he looks like he's a
Oh
world
yeah.
beater. Next day you're like, how the fuck did you ever get drafted, man? What is this garbage?
That's why I can't do it with him.
Ah,
I cannot do it with him. And everybody's like, well, why don't you like him? He's got that he's kind of a gunslinger. He's kind of this, he's kind of that. I'm like, no, he's not. He's got a big arm. His accuracy sucks. He's afraid to run when he needs to, and he makes piss poor decisions. Can he
takes a
throw
lot
the
of
ball?
sacks he doesn't need to either.
Because he refuses to run. He absolutely refuses to use his legs, and he's not slow. He is by
Ah,
no means a slow quarterback. Dude's slender. Dude's like 220. He's like 6'4", 220. Run the fucking ball. Get out of the pocket. Run the fucking ball. What are we doing? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. He angers me so much because, like, granted, Romeo Dobbs is the MVS of that team. Sometimes he catches the ball. Sometimes he doesn't catch the ball. Sometimes he fumbles a goddamn onside kick that hits him in his goddamn puffy helmet and gives the game away to the fucking Saints or whoever it was that they played. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? I've been waiting to get that off my chest for like fucking 3 goddamn weeks. Fucking
I can tell the Packers are your
seriously.
team. So angry.
God damn. God damn. Fucking stupid. It's
Hey,
ridiculous.
at least your team made the playoffs. Okay, just remember, Woosah, they're in the playoffs. Okay,
You're right. But does it matter? Absolutely not. Because whether they're in the playoffs or not, I get to watch them get rolled again for the fifth time in a row. They've lost four fucking straight games. Four straight.
I was gonna look at that. How have they been
They
rolling?
beat the Bears 28-21 at home.
Oh,
They lost to the Broncos that game was back and forth. It wasn't mile high. That was a rough game. Jordan Love was trashing it. They lose
he
to
was
the
not
Bears
good.
22-16 in overtime. They should have not lost to the Ravens, but that's where what's his face got hurt, and Derrick Henry just did Derrick Henry things, which he should have been doing the entire year, but that's a whole nother topic.
That's why Harbaugh is no longer employed.
And then
Well, actually, didn't he just get hired? Sorry, side note. I know we're getting off track.
I don't
Didn't
think
Miami
he's been
just hire
hired.
Harbaugh?
I don't think he's been hired by Miami yet because I don't
Are we
think they can
sure?
officially hire him until the season's over. Because I think they actually have to wait because of they have to go through the Rooney Rule and all that kind of stuff to actually interview other people. Will he most likely end up there? Yes. I believe that's where
Yeah,
he's going.
I saw rumors that that's where he's going. So I don't know. We'll see.
But
Yeah, sorry, that's neither here nor there. Just bringing that up.
no,
I'm
yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah, no. But I think this might be I there's no way Green Bay covers the 1.5, and there's no way the Bears fucking don't lose. I mean they lose this game. They're gonna win.
here's where I'm confused. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. I was really kind of confused as to why the Packers were favored on the road, especially with Jordan Love being up and down and rusty. But when I look at the numbers, dude, it's evenly split as far as like the amount of money. Like big money is not on this game
No.
because it's 66% say that the Bears are going to win. Um, but when you look at the spread, there's a slight edge in people of more money going on the Packers to cover the 1.5.
Which I don't know
So
how that yeah, I don't get that. I don't know.
I don't know. It's got to be because it's minus 110 and then it's minus 120 on the money line. So there's
That's
a
yeah.
slight value in betting the spread, but I don't see him winning. So
No,
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
get it.
either.
I don't get it. And I'm honestly, if I play this game, I'm playing Chicago.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I'm taking Chicago at the plus 1.5. They're at home. I think right now Caleb Williams is the better quarterback via the eye test, not necessarily stats, because I know the stats for Jordan Love are better, but via the eye test, Caleb has looked better.
Hurts me to say that shit. Hurts me to
I
say
know
that
you're
shit.
not a fan. You're
I'm
not a
not.
fan,
I'm not.
but
This year I will give it to Caleb Williams. He has played actually fairly well. He's got almost 4,000 yards. He was 60 yards short, 58 yards short. 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Their biggest thing this year was to work on accuracy. His accuracy was still not that great. Uh, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, he was only 58.1%, which is terrible. His career is only 60.3, but his rating this year was higher than his overall, and he has six less interceptions. I mean, that's actually not terrible. So, I mean, well, no,
yeah,
I'm
and
sorry. He didn't have six less interceptions. He had one more interception than last year, but he's threw for seven more touchdowns this year. I apologize.
I've
So,
got more faith in the running game of the Bears than I do of
dude,
the Packers as
I
well.
honestly, at this point, after the last few years, I have more faith in Ban Johnson than I do in LaFleur to call a big game. And that's where we're at.
And
I
it's not
love
great.
LaFleur. I love LaFleur. But I saw what he did with Aaron Rodgers, and I've seen what he's done uh with Love. I'm not that impressed. Yeah, they went 13-3 3 years in a row, or 14-3, whatever it was, with when Aaron Rodgers was there. But if you can't get over the hump with Aaron Rodgers, you're never going to get over the hump with Jordan Love. It's just not going to happen.
No, especially when you had what Aaron Rodgers in his late 30s and he wasn't even as old as he is now. Like,
A and you had Devontae Adams still.
yeah, yeah.
But
Like
I digress.
at his prime at that point, Devontae Adams was in his prime. Not
Yeah,
great. Not
no,
great. I'm sorry. I know it
no.
sucks because when your team is shitting the bed, nothing makes you angrier.
I
Like,
can't
come
do
on,
nothing about it though.
guys.
Yeah, no, no. Yeah, but I can't
Come
do nothing
on.
about that. And I'm not upset about it. I'm glad that they made the playoffs, but in all reality, I'm gonna watch them get beat. And that's more heartbreaking than anything. And if they do somehow manage to beat the Bears, they're not gonna beat the Eagles and they're not gonna beat the 49ers, whoever comes out of that game. Not gonna happen.
No, no, no chance.
No,
No, I mean they're going to
no.
be an underdog, and it's going to be probably a 3.5 points. It doesn't matter which team it is; it'll
Yeah.
probably be a 3.5 point dog. So,
Yep. Yep.
yeah, I'm with you. I This is going to be a turd of a game. It'll be my least
Yes.
favorite game to watch, I think,
And
because
it's
I
on
think
Prime
it's
and it's on Prime Video, which is fucking dumb. I don't understand that, but whatever. It is what it is.
well, it's because we're headed towards the NFL pay-per-view. Pretty much is what we're going to have for
So
every game,
you're not wrong. You are not wrong on that, and it's for money. It's all about that cheddar cheese.
all
But
of it.
all right, so
Oh.
I will ask you this since we're still in the NFC. What are your thoughts on Seattle? I know they're not playing anybody this week, but like let's say next week they match up with the Rams. How do you see that?
Personally, I have a bias because I like the Rams better. They're almost kind of my NFC team at this point. The past couple of
Okay.
years, ever since they got Stafford, I'm a
Yep.
huge
Oh
fan of
yeah, yeah,
Stafford.
yeah.
I've never hid that. Like,
We
loved him
both
in
are.
Detroit. When he
Bro,
went there, I was like, oh my god, yes, this is amazing.
I loved watching him at Georgia. I'm a fan from way the fuck back because
Yes.
that dude at Georgia reminded me a lot of Brett Favre. He reminded me a lot of that early era when we were kids, quarterbacks that were gunslingers. He's changed his game a lot, which perfectly fine with that. But I so wanted him to do something big when he was in Detroit, not at the expense of the Packers, but I did want to see that because I've always liked that dude. But
Oh yeah.
so just to throw this out there real quick, I know you were kind of in the middle of your thought, but in the two games that the Rams and the Seahawks played, the first game the Rams beat them by two, and in the second game the Rams lost by one. Very, very tight, close games.
I would do it this way. And ever I look at a matchup like this, it's always going to be coach and quarterback. Who do I trust more? And it's
Oh,
LA by a
absolutely.
mile.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not a I'm on the no, it's by a mile I like LA. So I'm telling you right now, if that's the matchup, I'm betting LA no
Yeah.
matter what the spread is. I'm betting
And
LA because I like the Rams.
and I bet that spread is about a 1.5,
It'll be
one side or
close.
the
It'll be
other.
within three. It'll
Yeah.
be less than three. It should.
Yeah.
Based on what they've done this season so far. The
Yes.
defense for the Seahawks has been great. I'm pretty sure they haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher all year, which is insane. When you're doing that as a
Um,
defense, you're doing what you need to do.
no, because even in that game
Oh.
that uh Los Angeles put up 37 and they game went to overtime. Karen Williams only had 70, Blake Corum had 48. They did give up 225 yards to Puka Nakua, but they were missing Devontae Adams in that game. So that could be a bit of a game changer depending on how you want to look at that. But
Yeah, we'll see how that shakes. I assume that could be the matchup, and if it is, we'll definitely talk about that. Uh, I just it feels to me the Seahawks are missing the quarterback. And I know that's weird to say with how good Sam Darnold has been the past couple of years. I just don't
so
trust him. Do you ever see him holding up the Lombardi? Do
no,
you picture that in
not
your
at all.
mind?
So here's my take on that because I think I told Mormon this when he was talking about how good Seattle was. I said, "You do realize who Seattle is this year, right? They're the Vikings from last year.
Oh yeah.
They're the Vikings from last year. That's all they are. They have a solid defense. They have above average offense, and Sam Darnold is doing nothing but being a game manager. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing.
And
And that's not
that's
a
all he
bad thing.
has to
No,
do.
no,
Right.
absolutely. It's not a bad thing. But he's not
But it's
going to
not,
beat them again.
you said what you said was key. You said they have an above average
Mhm.
defense. They don't have an elite
No,
defense. They don't have a
no.
historically amazing defense.
They don't
They've got
they're
above average.
they are not the Legion of Boom. They are not the Legion of
No.
Boom. Not even close. But their offense is good enough and their offense has kept them in enough games that they're the Vikings of last year.
Yeah.
And
They
that's
can
legitimately
win.
what it is.
They can cause some problems, but they don't I don't see them making a run to the Super Bowl. They
No.
just don't have the biggest piece, which is that quarterback.
Yep.
It's not there.
Well, and let's say by off chance that they do get past the Rams next week. They're going to run into most likely the Eagles, or they could run into the Bears. That game, in my opinion, could be a toss-up, depending on which offense. Well, depending on if the Bears' offense gets hot or not, because the Eagles' offense is never going to get hot. Those dudes are like putting your hand in a lukewarm bath water. It is what it is. Uh,
It feels like everybody on that offense for the Eagles is disinterested. I'm here to get
that
a check and I'm out.
that whole
Am I
team, like,
wrong? That's what
no,
it
you're
feels
you're
like every
right.
time they talk, every time you see them play, they're just not into it at all.
Like I feel like Nick Sirianni, as good of a coach as he is, has lost his offensive like his offensive coordinator has lost that room. They lost that room right off the bat throughout the year. I mean, shit, AJ Brown has been one of the most vocal people about it, and he hasn't been overly vocal. He's just like, I think he really wants to pull the Ocho or no, the Keyshawn Johnson, the throw me the damn ball. Wasn't it Johnson that said that?
Oh yeah.
Just throw me the damn ball. One of the most amazing things
Keyshawn,
ever.
throw me the damn ball Johnson.
Just
That will forever be his name. Forever be his name.
what? But I think the Eagles are sleepwalking through. Like they're sleepwalking through everything. Now, are they magically going to open up and become a juggernaut like they were in the past? I don't know.
I
I
doubt it.
I just don't see it. I mean, so, but I
I don't
do
know.
think
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll be wrong, but I just don't see. They haven't shown me anything this year where they've just blown it off the page. They
right.
look average at
Yeah.
best.
Yeah. And I think honestly because the East was very very down this year that they got a lot of wins handed to them. I mean,
Oh
looking at their
yeah.
look, I mean, and let's look at their
Looking at
schedule. Their
Jaden
first four
Daniels
game.
being hurt for most of the year. I mean, Jackson Dart is he was great. He was fun, but he's a rookie
He's
that didn't
Jackson
have
Dart.
anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like a young Brett Favre. Was it fun to watch? Yeah. Is he going to win a bunch of games?
No.
No. It's not what he's going to entertain you, and that's about it.
Well, and if you look at this, if you go and look at their schedule, so week one, they beat the Cowboys 24-21, not a playoff team. They beat the Chiefs 20-17, not a playoff team.
Not a playoff team.
They did beat the Rams 33-26, playoff team. They beat the Bucks, playoff team. They lost to the
Not a
Broncos.
playoff team. Bucks did not make the
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm
playoffs.
sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Not a playoff team.
I got ahead of myself. I apologize. Uh, Broncos, they lost 21-17 when the Broncos were still trying to figure out who they were. Lost. They lost to a Giants team that they had no business losing to 34-17.
They still had Scatterboo. That's
They
why.
did. They did still have Scatterboo. And that dude, I don't even let me pull up the stat. Let me pull up the box score on that because
That dude gives CTE,
so
CTE.
so
Okay.
do you know why they lost this game? Because Russell Wilson got hurt and Jackson Dart came in the game, threw for 195 yards and a touchdown. Scatterboo, three touchdowns. Three touchdowns, baby. And
And he doesn't remember any of them.
fuck no, he doesn't, but that's okay. We're not going to talk about that part. That's okay. But
Oh,
hang on, let me pull that back up because
dude, they barely beat. Are you going to talk about that game? Because I was going to keep going
no,
on the
not that game.
schedule.
I was going off the schedule. They barely beat the Vikings, not a playoff team. They finally beat the Giants in handily fashion, 38 to 20.
Hmm.
Not a playoff team. Packers, they squeaked that game out 10 to 7.
Ugly, ugly game. That was a terrible, felt like a 1955 game. Just awful. Which
Yeah.
again is why I don't have any confidence that their offense is just going to turn it on all of a sudden.
Yep.
What have we seen in the past month to make me think, past 2 months to make me think they're
Right.
going to just blow it open? No, they're not.
So they beat the Packers, but they lost, or they beat the Lions, not a playoff team. They lost to the Cowboys, not a playoff team. They lost to the Bears, okay, playoff team. They lost to the Chargers, okay, playoff
Playoff team.
team. They decimated the Raiders, who I don't know how they won 2 games. Still haven't figured that one out. They beat the Commanders, not a playoff team. That Bills game was the worst game that I watched them play all fucking year long.
It was awful.
That was worse than the Green Bay
Absolutely
game.
awful.
Worse than the Green Bay game. And then they obviously lost to the Commanders at the end of the year because nobody was playing and they just were like, "Hey, we already won the
No,
East, so we don't care."
yeah, we're not going to count that. We don't care.
So
But
they
they did care
were,
against the Bills, and that was an ugly game. You opened this show by talking about the Bills and their defense that ain't great, and
yeah,
you put up 13 against them. 13? It
yeah.
wasn't bad weather. It wasn't snowing. There wasn't a foot of snow on the ground when they were playing that game in Buffalo. No, it was, I
And
mean, it was a little chilly, but it wasn't fucking freezing with a bunch of snow.
and Josh Allen had a fumble. Jalen Hurts, no turn. They had no turnovers in that game. So what are we doing here? What in the world are we doing? But all right, let's
Yeah, that
I'm
it
done
ain't
with the
great, man.
NFC. Nope, I'm done with the NFC. Let's flip to the AFC because I think there's a lot more trash to be talked on this side of the bracket because this is where Kansas City should be. Um, but they're not. So,
No,
where do
fuck
you
'em.
want to
They
start,
don't, they don't
sir?
deserve it.
I'll let you lead this side. I led the NFC side. I'll let you lead the AFC side.
I'm just gonna go in order. I'm
Okay.
gonna start from when they kick off at noon on Sunday,
Okay.
and that's Bills and the Jags. That's our first matchup for the AFC. Um, I'll be honest with you.
Let's go,
I,
Prince Charming. Let's go, Prince Charming.
Again, this feels like Chicago Green Bay.
Yep.
Why are the Bills favored in this game?
I don't know.
What am I missing? Like
I
we
don't know.
watch, I watch damn near all the games. I've seen both of these teams play, and nothing the Bills have done have impressed me.
No.
Nothing.
No.
And then
Trevor
lately, Trevor Lawrence has been looking pretty goddamn good.
Trevor Lawrence, 4,000 yards, 29 touchdowns with 12 interceptions. This is just stat real quick. Josh Allen, 36-68 for 25 and 10. So, okay, fine. He's also Trevor Lawrence also threw for over 100 more attempts. He had 100 more attempts than what Josh Allen did. That's pretty significant, except for the fact that the Jaguars in the last, what, 2 or 3 weeks of the season were putting up like 50 points a fucking game or some stupid shit like that because their offense just all of a sudden started fucking rolling.
I'm
Jets,
going to
they
show you. I'm just going to read off the last
go ahead.
game starting in December.
Go ahead.
It was home versus the Colts. They beat them 36-19. Then they had Jets at home, 48-20. Then they were at the Broncos, and they put it on.
They
That's the
whooped
defense we've been
that
talking about is
ass.
so good.
Yes.
They were belt
They
to
whooped.
ass on the
Yes.
Broncos all day long, and I loved every goddamn
Oh
minute of
yeah.
that game.
Absolutely.
Every minute.
Absolutely.
You put up
Absolutely.
34 on what's supposed to be the best defense. They didn't look like the best defense that day.
Nah.
This is where they kind of dipped, and this is because it was week 17, and I think things were already clinched. They were at the Colts 23
Yep.
to 17, which that
They
still
took a
pisses
break in
me
that
off.
game. They took a break in that game.
And then wind up not even trying 41 to 7 over the Titans to
They were
end the
up,
year.
what were they up 30 something in the first half, I think?
It
Yeah, they
was
were
it
up.
was an
It
ass
was
whooping from the
31 to 7.
beginning.
It was 31 to 7 in the first half.
It was an ass whooping. We knew it
Yeah.
was over. they've been on fire. They've been scoring a lot of points here lately. And
And
I've
one,
never
two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 game win streak coming into this. That's roll. They're on a roll. I mean, there's no
that's
way.
red hot. When you
Yeah.
haven't lost in 2 months, that's exactly where you want to be heading into the playoffs.
And
And
for during that
their
game,
last their last loss was the fucking Texans.
so I will say this, and this is just numbers speaking. In their last, what, 11 games that I'm looking at in the season, they only they put up over 23 points each game, and they have 40 spots in. They have a 40 spot in there. They have a 29, 29, 35, 27, 25, 36, 48, 34, 23, and 41. That's an offense that's rolling.
Yeah. And Trevor Lawrence is absolutely the motor that makes it go. I mean, there's been a lot of shit talking on Trevor Lawrence as far as the national media goes. I've always been kind of a fan. I think it's the you don't like his long
It's Prince
blonde
Charming.
locks.
It's Prince Charming. Yeah. No, absolutely. You're 100% right. He's he's Prince Charming from fucking Shrek. That's who he always reminds me of. And I know you know what I'm
That's what he
talking
looks
about,
like.
even though you
I
do not watch cartoon,
100%.
but you know exactly who I'm talking about from the
Oh,
first
I've
one.
seen Shrek. I've seen them all. And yes, he looks like Prince Charming. He does. He does. And here lately, he's been playing out of his mind good. So,
Well,
again, I'll pose the question, why is Buffalo a favorite in this game on the
I don't
road?
know. I don't know because even they have an 1,100 yard rusher for that matter. Their run game doesn't suck. It doesn't suck at
No,
all. Now, granted, and this is the other part that I love about this team is even without Travis Hunter, because Travis Hunter was there for a little bit. He was there. He was only there for 7 games, got around 300 yards. Dude, he has spread the ball around so much. They don't have a 1,000 yard wide receiver, but they have two that are up over 700, two that are around the 500 range, and then one, two, three, four that are twos and above.
that's
That's
that is
spreading the
spreading
ball
the love
around.
right there, man.
Absolutely. That's that
You're
is some
finding
Kansas
the open person all the time.
that is some Kansas City Chiefs type shit. It really is. And there's nothing wrong with that. But my opinion of
And
this game, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I would say my opinion of this game is Jaguars win by at least 3. I think they're getting no love in this game whatsoever because of Josh Allen. Oh, Josh Allen. Oh, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's getting a lot of love,
Fuck
a
that guy.
lot of love. And I mean, I get it. Josh Allen is incredibly talented. The rushing attack of the Bills is, I mean, what are the best rushing team in the NFL? I feel like James Cook was the leading
Uh,
rusher, was he not?
no. The leading rusher I think ended up going to what 80 or not 80. What's his face? God damn it. Oh no, James Cook did get it because what's his face only had 1,400 yards with Baltimore.
Okay.
I think I'll check that real quick, but Cook did have
If not,
1,600
he was
yards.
top three. He was top three
Yes.
if he wasn't. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
were running the ball well all year long. That is what
Yes.
Buffalo has done better than pretty much anybody. And then you have Josh Allen. That doesn't hurt. That only helps the running game. But
Derrick
like you just
D
said, I
Derrick
was gonna say,
Henry
like you
had.
just said, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I would say Derrick Henry only had 1,595. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. So, and then you just said that Trevor Lawrence is spreading the ball around to everyone. So, if you're going to be the choice of somebody who's spread the ball around like that versus a guy that's just running the ball a lot, give me the pass happy offense.
Absolutely.
That's what I want. Not
Especially
only that,
especially in the warm weather because
in the
that's the
warm
other
weather,
thing.
and plus, what Jacksonville has lived on all year is taking the ball away. And we
Yes.
know Josh Allen,
Loves to turn the ball over.
he will turn the ball over. I'm not saying he's going to like have the worst game ever and have 3 turnovers, but seeing we get one out of Josh, I would not be surprised. It's going to happen.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And you do that, and you got somebody who's pass happy on the other side, that's not going to be a good day. I mean,
Nope.
if the Bills get behind, which I could very easily see them falling behind 14-7 in the first quarter, going into the second quarter, and then Josh trying to, I'm going to start to press a little bit. That's when things will start to unravel.
Oh yeah.
So this would be my second pick for teams that could end up being a blowout that we're not expecting. And I am taking the Jags not only with the +1.5, but to win. I'm just going to bet them on the money line straight up. I think the
Yep.
Jags are going to win this game.
Yep. I agree. And this is why we said at the opening in 45 minutes ago or whatever it was, if Josh Allen cannot walk his sorry little ass to the Super Bowl, he is no longer in any conversation about being a top elite quarterback or a first ballot Hall of Fame or any of that shit. I'm sorry, but he can't.
Nope.
He can't.
No, he's not even on a Hall of Fame trajectory anymore because you have done absolutely nothing in the playoffs.
Yep.
And the year that you had nothing in front of you,
Hmm.
it's a gate. That's a good 12-foot gate that is wide fucking open. Run
Big
through
enough.
the motherfucker.
It's a hole big enough to drive a Mack truck through. Like everybody
It
says
really
about the
is.
offensive lines. It's big enough to drive a Mack truck through, goddamn it.
You can't hit that Super Bowl, bro. You're in the wrong sport. You
Yep.
you got to figure something out because that
Especially
this is his year.
especially considering Macaulay Culkin's already said that he's going to retire potentially if things don't change or he doesn't go somewhere. Mr. Home Alone himself is like, I'm gonna pull a Andrew Luck and I gotta go. I gotta go. But okay, we're both in agreement. I think the Jaguars win that walking away. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see it. My kid's gonna cry. We know that. He is going to be very upset when that happens, but deal with it,
Don't
bud.
root for Josh Allen. You won't have these problems. That's what I'm gonna tell him.
That's
I'm
true.
like, hey, I,
That's
I tried
true.
to tell you, man. I tried to tell you. Josh Allen is just gonna break your heart.
I know.
He ain't that
I
good.
know. Nope.
Whatever.
All right, where you want to go next?
Next up, this game's gonna suck. Chargers at Patriots. I'm not even excited about this game
So
at all.
I think this I think is going to be the big blowout game of the wild card round because I think the Patriots hang like 30 or 40 and the Chargers are just gonna be like, "Oh, I was here. Hi. I'm gonna see myself to the door." I just don't see the Chargers having anything for the Patriots in this game. None whatsoever.
Interesting. Interesting. Um, I'm on the opposite side of that one.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
I think
Okay.
I think the Chargers cover the 3.5. And I
Really?
think the Patriots are going to win, but I'm not going to be surprised if they lose. And the reason being, have they looked good? Yeah, they're a 14-3 team, 14-3. But who have they beaten?
That's true. I'll give you that.
They lost the first week to the Raiders. They beat the Dolphins, who are terrible. They lost to the Steelers, who's another playoff team. They beat the early stages of the Panthers. They blew them out, but that was again teams working shit out.
True.
Uh, the only win that I respect is the Bills win. However, we've already said the Bills aren't that goddamn good.
You're right. You're right. I
Wins
don't
over the
disagree with you. You're
Saints,
right.
the
No.
Titans,
No.
the Browns, the
No, no,
Falcons,
because
the
Shadur
Bucks,
Shadur Sanders didn't play in that game.
the Jets, the Bengals. None of these are playoff
So,
teams. None of
so,
these are playoff
so
teams.
this is
None of them.
this is this is one of my big things that I've been harping on all fucking year long, and this is why I don't believe that the Broncos are as good as their record says, because the Patriots were playing all threes and fours all fucking year long. The same with the Broncos. Now the Broncos do have a good defense, I'll give them that, but their offense is not that good. I think it's the same with them, but I also think that I think the Chargers are not there mentally, and I don't think they're gonna do anything. They limped
Here's
into
the
the
thing that
playoffs.
they did. The Chargers limped in, and that's one thing that I would agree with you on. But the other thing, they've got injuries. Both tackles are injured for the Chargers.
Yep.
We know that when your
Yep.
tackles are injured, it ain't great.
Oh no.
Hampton is questionable to play. If
Yep.
he plays, I feel a lot better about the
Yeah.
Chargers winning the game. If he doesn't, then I'm not loving Not loving my pick, even though I'm going to take the Pats to win, but I still think the Chargers are going to cover the 3.5 without a problem.
So you think
Without a
it'll be a
problem.
three-point game?
I do. I think it'll be
Okay.
a field goal game. I think it'll be another. This is going to be another playoff style game that's not a bunch of touchdowns. It's thirteen
Just a
ten.
grind
I
out.
mean, that's what this is going to look. Yeah, because that's what Harbaugh is going to want to do is run, run,
True.
run the ball. And
True.
Vrabel, he's not going to shy away from that. He's like, you want to run? We can run the ball too. And now we just got a fucking shit match of two early 90s running the ball constantly and not scoring a lot of points. So covering 3.5 and all you're doing is running, I think it'll be great. And I also think, did you look at the weather? I don't think the weather is going to be great for that game.
36 degrees.
We're going to get some snow or rain too, it looks like.
Yeah, possibly. That's what I'm looking at over here on their AccuWeather thing.
So everything I think is going to be a lot of running and not a high scoring game.
I don't disagree, but
We'll
I
see, we'll
I
see. I could be
I don't know.
completely wrong. I don't have a lot of respect. Did they win? Yes. You can only beat who's in front of you.
Threes and fours
But if
though.
you're going to make a
Threes and
run in the
fours.
playoffs,
Yeah.
you got to beat somebody good.
It's all threes and fours. So,
Yeah, that's weird. It's funny. We've been in lockstep until we got to that one. And I just don't. I don't know. Rookie quarterback. I mean, he's not really a rookie, but it's his first time in the playoffs. Justin Herbert's got another one where he had the worst fucking loss I've ever. What were they up 28-7 or something
yeah,
ridiculous and just
something like
lose
that and then
that
just
game?
pissed it away. But that wasn't his fault. I think they went into prevent mode on the offense instead of just like playing their normal game plan. I think they went, "Oh, we can't lose this. Oh, we can't lose this." And then when the momentum finally swung completely the other direction, like, "Oh shit, we don't have enough to come back." So,
Chargers going to Charger. And I will tell you this,
yeah.
because I've been given spreads on these. There's a slight edge on the money for the Chargers. 40% of the bets are on them to cover, but 43% of the money. So not a huge edge there, but there is an edge. So something to keep in mind. There is somebody that threw a little extra money on the Chargers, and I don't think they're wrong.
Is it Mattress Pete or whatever the fuck his name is? Or no, I'm sorry.
It might be.
He'll be betting the Texans game because it's in he'll be betting that game. I take that back. So,
That one that are yeah, that's our next that's our last one.
yep, that's our last one.
Uh Texans Steelers. And I'm actually looking forward to this game
So am
more than
I.
any of the other ones. Like
So am I.
I'm so excited they put this on Monday night because now we can all sit down and watch this together. And it's
It's put
also
up
going to
put up or shut up
be
time. It's put up or shut up
I,
time.
it's
I'm
going to be
being
two
dead serious
defenses
on
that are going
this.
to go out there to just kill the offenses.
Yep.
Like that's what we're going to see.
Yep.
And I'm here for it.
This is what I'm saying. It's put up or shut up time for all the people that love CJ Stroud because if CJ Stroud can't do nothing against that Steelers defense, I don't know what to tell you. And the Steelers get Puncharoni Rex back because he's a dumb shit and he'll finally be back. DK Metcalf, and that's a completely different offense when he's in there. And I really, really, really like the Gainwell Warren tandem that they have at running back. That actually might be my
I do
favorite
too.
running back duo in the league together because they run so well off of each other, but they also are both able to catch the ball out of backfield. Gainwell's a little
Mhm.
bit better, but that is an amazing duo, and Rodgers is not afraid to throw them the ball, and I'm here for it. I love it.
I'll be honest with you. What I've seen out of Rodgers the past couple weeks, not the Browns game, throw that out the window,
Yeah,
but the game against the Lions and then the most recent game against the Ravens, he was getting the ball out of his hand extremely quick. He was on target, and the old man wasn't afraid to run.
dude,
He tucked
he
and ran a few times.
he honestly reminded me of a slower version of the last year that he won MVP. He was very, very that much that esque in the last two games of the season. I'm like, he's gearing up for a playoff run. That's what I see
He
as he is gearing
he
up for a
is.
playoff run.
He looks locked in
Yes.
and ready to go.
100%.
I think
100%.
I, I I think everything that happened in New York left a really bad taste in his mouth, and he wants to prove no, it wasn't because I was old. No, I'm not washed. I just was in a shitty fucking
Yep.
organization, and if you bring me to somewhere average, which is what they've been just over 500 every year for the past what 10 years. It feels
Something
like
like that. Yeah.
in Pittsburgh.
But they've never had a quarterback.
He's
They've never had a
never.
quarterback. Because
Now
because
they
I
do.
don't give a shit. Russell Wilson, not a quarterback. That dude's
Not
a
a good
has
one.
been. Not a quarterback. Mason Rudolph, not a quarterback. I don't even know who the fuck they've had over the past few years, but Aaron Rodgers is the first legit quarterback they've had probably 10 years.
They had rolled Charlie Batch out there a few times. Like it has not
That's
been
bad.
good for the Steelers
No,
at all.
not at all.
They had a little flirtation with Mitch Trubisky for a
They
while.
did have
Not
Mitch for a
good.
little while.
Not good. They've had some absolute trash quarterbacks in Pittsburgh. And now Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he's not in prime form, but he doesn't look bad.
He
He
doesn't need to be
definitely
in prime
doesn't
form.
suck right now. He just needs to be what we were giving shit to Darnold for. That's all he has to do. He's got to be a game manager here, come out, get the quick passes, don't take any sacks, because let's be honest, that pass rush for Houston is deadly.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
They
yeah.
are ferocious. They made Josh Allen look confused when they played that was a Monday or Thursday night game a couple weeks back, and the Bills look like trash. They look like absolute trash in that game.
Yep.
I expect to see more of that, more of a defensive struggle. And I don't even know. I think the winner, the first one to get to 10 points in this game, they win.
You very well could be right. That wouldn't surprise me, honestly. So after Ben Roethlisberger in 2021, they've had Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, Russell Williams, Justin Fields, and Kyle Allen. So for the last seven or the past 4 years since Roethlisberger's been gone, they've had nothing. They even
Nothing.
had Dwayne Haskins in there, Mason Rudolph. Uh, yeah. So there
It's
you
been
go.
bad.
Yeah,
It's been bad in Pittsburgh. And even with those turds, Mike Tomlin has been above 500 every goddamn year.
20. Is it 20 years now? I think.
It's something ridiculous. And it needs to be applauded.
Oh,
When
dude,
you're winning with those quarterbacks? Are
dude,
you kidding me?
dude.
Come on, man.
Uh, if I've said this before, if there's any coach that we could ever get to come to Kansas City, Mike Tomlin would be the man to get. He holds his people accountable and he's not a loser. He may not win a Super Bowl all the time, but that motherfucker is not a loser and has never had a losing season. Ever. Never had a losing season. It's fucking crazy.
With a bunch of turds. A bunch of
Boy,
turds. I forgot about
boy.
Kenny Pickett. That dude is trash. That dude is straight trash. Oh, and we don't ever talk about this, but if there were a lock of the week, it's this one. With the I got him in at plus 3.5.
Okay.
The Steelers, 56% of bets are for the Steelers to cover that, but 68% of the money is on that. 68%. So
Woo! Wow.
all the big money is on the Steelers to cover.
Wow.
All of it.
That means the Texans are
Um,
going to win this game.
there's some money on the Steelers to actually win on the money line as well, which I
Really?
I don't think that's going to happen. Like I
I
said,
don't
I think it's
either.
going to be probably be like a 10-6 probably game in the Texans' favor. But you're
Yeah, because you're playing in
actually
the
that maybe
cold.
before 10-9. It's going to be cold. I didn't even look at the
Yep.
weather for that one. Let's see
Let
what
me
the
pull it up.
forecast is there. That's 35, partly cloudy.
Yep.
That's what we're seeing for that game on Monday night.
But you're right off of Three Rivers and all that kind of shit right there. Heinz Field, or it may not be called Heinz Field anymore, but whatever it is up there. Oh,
Still
sorry, it's
Hinesfield. We'll call it that.
okay. It's the field that Bane blew up in The Dark Knight Returns. Whatever, doesn't matter. Uh, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But you still got a nasty wind that's going to come off of the river that's over there. It's going to be cold up there. I don't see this. I don't see either team scoring more than 10, 13 points max. Like
I mean,
I see a 10-9 or a 13-12 game. Like there's going to be a lot of field goals kicked. And that's what I honestly see.
yeah.
But like I said,
And
this is CJ Stroud's put up or shut up game, in my opinion.
yeah, if CJ Stroud does not win this game, then there's going to be a lot of talk in Houston
Because
about going after a quarterback because he's not the guy.
they're
He's
not
just
going to beat
not.
the Broncos. They're not going to beat the Broncos the next week. There's no shot.
Ah,
No shot.
as much as I would like them to, no, I don't. I don't think they have it in them. Well, I don't know, man. Because again, now we're just doing a. It'd be a replay of this game where it's defense against defense, and both
True.
offenses are trash.
True.
And so, who knows what would happen in that game?
I will say this, and this is I didn't say this on the other side of the board because the NFC is still a bit of a toss up to me. Whoever wins the Bills Jaguars game will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl.
I go along with that.
That's what I believe. That if you put a gun to my head right now and was like, "Hey, pick your Super Bowl winner," it'd be one of those two guys.
Well, those are the two best
Or
quarterbacks on the
sorry,
side of the
AFC
bracket.
champion. AFC champion, sorry. Yeah.
But what quarterback do you trust more than them? Herbert, who hasn't shown you anything.
And he's
C.J.
got a broken
Stroud,
wrist.
Bo Nix,
No.
old man Rogers. No, none of these guys I trust to make it all the way. It's either going to be the Prince or it's going to be Josh.
Rodgers is the only one that has that experience and a lot of experience in the playoffs, but Josh Allen does
But it
have the
ain't great.
experience. Right. Absolutely. And he's also not young, and he's also going to be playing in the cold no matter where he goes. Because if somehow the game magically comes back to Three Rivers Stadium or Heinz Field, wherever the fuck you want to call it, they're still going to be playing in the cold no matter what. Now, granted,
Yeah,
Rodgers is pretty damn good in the cold, not gonna lie, but he is a little bit older. His bones are a little bit more fragile. We saw it in his wrist, which kudos to him for playing with a broken fucking wrist too.
yeah. But how many times have you, as a Packers fan, watched as the
Oh,
season
too many.
ended
Too
with
many.
Rodgers just walking off Lambeau and another loss where he just looks lost? He's like, I don't know what just happened, dude. You sucked it up. That's what happened.
That
You
game
didn't
against the
show up when it
49ers,
was game time.
that game against the goddamn 49ers 4 years ago, when they had the easiest fucking march to the Super Bowl against Kansas City in Super Bowl 50, what was that, 54 or whatever it was, 53, something
54
like
was the
that.
first one the Chiefs went to. Yeah, 54.
So I think it was that one. So piss that away. Absolutely piss that away.
Yeah,
After going 13-3 or whatever it was that year, they didn't get the number one seed because somebody went 15-2 or some shit like that. But they played a garbage ass 49ers team that went on to the Super Bowl that year. Absolutely fucking garbage.
a
So,
Jimmy G led 49ers
yes.
team. If you can't beat that, then I don't know what to tell you because
Oh,
that is
I
not
yeah.
a great team.
No.
It's not.
No.
It wasn't.
Not at all.
So
Not one
yeah.
bit. But
Well, we'll see. This we got some good
yep.
games.
Yep.
Um, two turds that I don't want to watch, but the other four I'm excited about.
You
So
know what? You know what's funny though is you're still gonna watch it. You
I'm gonna
might
watch all
you
of them.
might be doing
I'm gonna watch
housework
every bit of this.
or playing cards or something, but you're still gonna watch it. So that's what matters.
I don't know. Maybe I'll give you a call. Start throwing some spades again.
You know what? We'll find an online Uno game. I don't give a shit. I'm down for that. I will play that while we're doing. Be like, all right, everybody get on. Deal yourself cards. Don't cheat. Don't you cheat.
We'll do that during that turd of a fucking Bears and Packers game.
I don't even. I'm going to pretend like that game does not exist, and I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna pretend like it doesn't exist
That's
because
fair.
it's gonna make me mad, and I know it is, and it's gonna hurt my feelings because, well, it's gonna hurt my feelings, but that's okay.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
So.
All right, well, we're gonna end that here. We are looks like just over an hour, I think. We're about an hour and 10.
Ooh,
So we got
nailed
close.
it.
We got close. We spent too much time on the NFC. I noticed that. That was my fault. I talked too much. It is what it is.
That's all right. NFC is probably, honestly, that's where the better teams are this year anyway.
Yeah.
So they deserve more of the love and more of the flowers. They got the better teams.
AFC West. Somebody out of the AFC West is gonna end up in the Super Bowl. Don't know who it's gonna be though.
We'll
So,
see.
all right.
I'm hoping it's the Rams.
So do I. I actually, I'm not gonna lie. In a perfect world, I would be okay with the Jaguars versus the Rams in that Super Bowl. I would be
Dude,
good
that'd
with
be
that
awesome.
because I think that'd be a great matchup. I think that'd be a
I
really good
agree.
matchup.
That and I think Matt would get his second ring and punch his ticket to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Oh,
And I'm all
he's
for
already a
it.
Hall of Famer. He's already a Hall of Famer. I will say that now. He's already a Hall of Famer. But that would cement probably his first ballot. He would become a
Oh,
first ballot
I think it's, yeah, I think there's
because
little argument against it at that point.
and the reason why I say that is because Eli Manning was Eli Manning his whole career, but he had two Super Bowl wins against arguably the greatest of all time at this point in time,
Yeah, no,
and that's
100%.
why he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yep.
So
Well, I don't know if he's gonna be a first ballot. He'll probably
he'll
get
be a
in,
first ballot.
but he shouldn't.
I'm
We
not
can have that
saying he
conversation
should
another
be.
day. He
I'm not
shouldn't
saying he
fucking be
should
in the
be,
Hall of Fame.
but he will be simply because of his two Super Bowl rings. And it would
I'm
be
not
funny
sure
as
that
shit.
Arch Manning is a better quarterback than Eli at this point. Okay, and we know how bad Arch is. That's how little respect I have for Eli. He's a turd.
If it hadn't
He's
been
a
for two
turd,
wide
bro.
receivers, if it hadn't been for two wide receivers, he would have never won those games. Let's just call it for what it is. The helmet catch from
Well, it's
David
also
Tyree and
Victor
Victor
Cruz.
Cruz. There you go.
Yeah, buddy. Ah, good old days.
Dancing in
Good
your
old
seat.
days.
I like it. Doing some
Yeah,
seat
buddy.
dancing. Doing some seat dancing.
All right, so let's see how these shake out. I'll give you the picks so you can put those out so people can see them, and hopefully we do better than we did. The last week was not bad for the Fat Four.
Was it 3-1?
The 3 weeks before that, no, we were almost 3-1. We 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 got backdoored. It's okay. It's no big deal. 2-2. But the 3 weeks. Here's what I noticed: the correlation from when Mahomes went down. You can tell I was checked out mentally from the season, and I was like, I
I
don't care.
know.
Here's your fucking picks. I don't give a shit. Take them,
I know.
shove them up your
I
ass.
know.
I don't care.
Hey, at least you didn't use Chat GPT, okay?
Probably would have been better.
Well,
Oh
obviously they
well.
were. Obviously they were because somebody else is nothing doing nothing but Chat GPT. So whatever. That motherfucker. Anyway, all right. If you guys have made it this far, please like, share, subscribe. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok, baby. We're on Facebook. By the way, did you notice that after we put out that reel for the college football playoff thing, we got 11 new subscribers.
Did we?
We are up to 207 subscribers as of today. We
Booyah!
finally got over that 200
Yeah.
mark, which means 2026, it's our year.
Okay. I'm
So,
going to hold off judgment on that, but we'll see. We will see.
hey, aim for the stars and land on the moon, God damn it! Aim for
All
the
right.
stars and
Fair.
land on the moon. That's all we can do.
Sounds good to me, man.
All right.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Peace.